What's going on, King Red TV? We back with another reaction. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Today we're gonna be checking out how sick my man's Elvis was. I guess leading up to his death and shit like that. Probably gonna tell us how he got sick and everything. But y'all probably already know that, but I don't. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it. Let's get it.
Okay, Charlie, we have just seen some pictures of Elvis from '77, and looking at those pictures compared to the '50s, '60s, you know, he's looking very.
Look at my man, man.
You know, from outside, you know, could you have done something?
Look at my
should you have done
dog,
something,
man.
or could anybody have done something about it?
A lot of people make the comment that, well, if I was there, I would have gone up and I'd said, now, Elvis, listen to me. No, you wouldn't have.
So he wasn't going for
Hey, you
that.
think about your boss. How often do you go up to your boss and say, hey, listen to me? One time. You see?
Elvis was
So
getting you
people
out of
say
there.
they would do something. Elvis listened to a lot of people, and he would listen. Elvis knew that he was overweight.
Yeah.
Elvis did not know, nor did anyone else, including the doctors, how sick Elvis was.
I ain't know he was
Because
sick.
in the first place, when you go to a doctor, he doesn't know anything. He's really a very stupid man. Until you tell him what's wrong with you. Then he'll tell you what to do. Go home and take an aspirin.
Facts.
Well, Elvis never complained about his heart. He never said that he had a pain in his heart.
Dang, that's
And
Elvis.
unless you tell a doctor something like that, he won't check it. He only checks the things you tell him about. Now, we knew that Elvis had hypertension, high blood pressure. His mother had that.
Wide receiver.
And they gave him medicine, we used to call it when I was a
Hey!
child, but the media likes to use their great big magic catch-all phrase, drugs. So yes, Elvis took drugs for hypertension. I take drugs for high blood pressure. Same thing. Now, if I stop taking those drugs, I might die. So it's necessary. It's part of my lifestyle. I don't like it, but it's necessary. Also, he had glaucoma, which he had to take a drug, or he would have gone blind.
Damn, that's crazy.
So it was necessary for him to be on that drug. You see?
Elvis was fucked up.
He had a bad liver, just like his mother. And he had to take a drug for that.
So I ain't even finna, you know what I'm saying? He had all this going on and he was still singing like that.
Yes, he was on that drug. He also had a twisted colon, which is very, very painful.
How did your colon get
And
twisted?
he had to take a very heavy narcotic for that to not be painful. So he took a drug for
The
that.
fuck?
He did not use street drugs, the kind you buy from someone. He did not use it just to get high. He used it for what was necessary. That was wrong in his body. That was the same thing wrong in his mother's body, and the same thing wrong in the mother's two brothers' body. And all four of them, Elvis, the mother, and the two brothers, were very large when they died. So it was inherent on the Smith side of the family to die of a heart attack.
Dang.
And they discovered during the autopsy that Elvis had had 3 other heart attacks already.
What?
So there were weakened valves in his heart already,
Dude had 3 heart attacks?
just like his mother, just like the mother's 2 brothers. So that is why Elvis took those things. And could we have done anything about it? What do you do for a man that has high blood pressure? Except see that he takes his medicine.
Right. I don't know.
What do you do for a man who has glaucoma? Except see that he takes his medicine or drugs. You see? What do you do for a man who has a twisted colon? Except see that he takes his drugs so he won't have the pain.
A twisted colon is
so
crazy.
What would you have done? You would have made sure he got his drugs so he wouldn't be in pain. You would have done the same thing that everyone working for Elvis did. Make the man happy. Because he didn't have any problems other than they were health problems. He didn't use street drugs. He didn't like people who used street drugs. In fact, he was against that sort of thing. But the media has a way of not telling you the whole story.
Right.
They give you just the portion of the story that will help sell their paper or their magazine.
Talk to him,
They don't
Charles.
tell you the rest of the story. We have a newscaster in America who does a story, and then he does a commercial, and he says, and come back for the rest of the story. So I'd like to extend this just a little farther, if you don't mind, and give you the rest of the story.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've all heard about the many, many drugs that were in Elvis's name. That was his doctor had given him, supposedly. Well, that's all true. But now the rest of the story. Elvis carried his doctor on tour. And he wasn't just Elvis's doctor, he was my doctor.
Everybody died.
And everyone else on tour. There were 84 people on tour.
Damn.
And he was their doctor. If anyone needed a sleeping medication, if someone cut themselves, if someone sprained their ankle, he had everything with him that he might need on tour for whatever went wrong with any one of you and you're out somewhere. He had that with him. Because a doctor can only write prescriptions in the state he's licensed in.
Yeah,
So
I
he
never knew
couldn't, when we
that.
were on tour in other states, he couldn't write a prescription. He had to have that medicine with him in case he needed it. And they were all in Elvis's name, so it could be a tax write-off for income tax purposes. So you see, when you hear the rest of the
Hold up. Flip up. So Elvis wasn't taking all that stuff? You look at the media different when you be finding stuff out like that.
story, it makes a lot of sense. But the media didn't tell you that portion. They just told you about all the drugs, not what they were for. Does that answer your question? Right?
Hell yeah, they answer my all my questions. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments below, man. I did not know Elvis had a twisted colon and all of that crap, though. And it had to be painful. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.